Death is a sensitive topic, and I wrote my paper on the afterlife to try to explain what happens to you when you die. But now I want to talk about a theory I crossed upon when I did my research. It's similar to reincarnation, but not quite. It's being born again into a new body, and this happens infinite times. So you could get reborn into a new body, you die, and then you get reborn into another new body, and it goes on forever until you don't make the same mistakes as you made last time, but you learn from them. If you ever had a déjà vu, in French means already seen. If you had that sense that something that shouldn't belong there was there, this theory claims to have proof that that sense was actually not really unfamiliarity, but it was a sense of belonging that you had in your previous lives. This theory suggests that there's not a fake feeling, and you actually had been there before. Similar to reincarnation, once you die, you start over again a new human body, never to remember your previous life. Your life is just repeating over and over and over again, except this time you have a different opportunity to not make the same mistake as you made before, but to improve on it. Some say it is the world's bringing us back as humans, as more intelligent humans. That this actually, no, there was actually a Russian lady named Kantivalo or something like that, who claims to have proof of this language, of this theory. She claims to speak over 100 different languages, but once she never did before. She said she was in a math class one time, and she forgot her native language, but she was able to speak 10 different languages, amazing everybody in her class. She says that this theory is a legit theory. And and my question to you is her being able to speak all those different languages a good reason for this theory, or is it just her mind just interfering with her?
I'm going to be talking about death in the form of legacy. Our idea of death develops as we grow older. This shows that reminding people of death scares them, but that is why there are legacies. Legacies are about life and living. For example, some people might have inspired other people by the change in their lives throughout education. Legacies inspire people to fight for what they believe in. Death has many, many tolls on people and impacts them in many different ways. Death can be commonly seen as a way to just give up and not care about your life anymore, but that's not the case. Okay. Leaving a legacy, for example, can teach a young kid. So if your legacy was about education is very important and that everybody must go through it just so that they could have a better future for others, a young person probably in elementary could learn from this and just be inspired by the impact you made on the world and how education is actually very important, and just go through the phase of going through college and just experiencing like different majors and stuff just because of the way you inspired that person, which is why you can inspire many different people in many different ways. Your legacy doesn't have to be just about one thing. It can inspire others in many different ways that what they feel, what they got from your legacy. Legacies might be scary when you die, but it's actually a great thing that you can accomplish. Legacies are left for other people to learn from the mistakes made in the past so that there's a better tomorrow and future, so that others don't make the same mistake as you did in the past. Legacies can be pretty much anything. They can take a bunch of forms, such as they can be a statue, they can be a book, they can be a quote, and an example is Muhammad Ali. He inspired so many people by boxing in the ring and teaching others not to give up, and he just kept inspiring others and just made a difference in the world, and just proved that anybody could do anything in the world, and if you just put your mind into it, you can just accomplish pretty much anything. And you don't have to do this alone. you can you can just work with others so that you can build upon the legacy. Death is a very, very scary thing, but death can be seen as a good thing for others and can be a bad thing, and it just depends on you. Death can be seen as a good thing because if you die, the legacy that you left behind in the world, that can be seen, oh, okay, we can learn from this, okay, and other people might think this is death is scary because if they die, the world won't remember them for who they were, which is why you have to make a legacy in order for people to never forget you and the impact you made on the world.